coordination and parliamentary, we are coming together.
We are demanding now for our farmers. We have been having many task forces, and especially when it comes to to coffee. A task force after a task force. But these task forces na maripoti zao zote zinakwama katika maofisi za serikali. The task force ile iliformwa juzi ishamaliza kazi yake, but we cannot see any output. We cannot see mazao ya hiyo task force kwa wakulima wetu. So we are saying today, we do not want the government to continue with the circus of hoodwinking farmers na njia ya kuform task force after the other. We are demanding better prices for our coffee farmers. We are demanding, na hatuobi leo, we are demanding better prices for our tea farmers. Na sasa hatutaitikia wakulima wakikuja wanaambiwa tumeformu team, yule ni profesa nani, hana shamba. Yule mwingine ni daktari nani, hana kahawa hata one plant. Huyo sijui ni nani, hana majani chai even one bush. We want the government to take our farmers seriously, kwa sababu ukiangalia sisi wote na especially myself, kwenye tulichaguliwa tujenge barabara, tuweke stima, but now the lot we are leading is an agri lot, because a hungry man is an agri man, and our farmers are very agri. Hata zile barabara tunajenga, tukijenga kwingine wanatuuliza kama watakata wapikia watoto jioni, because they are agri. The coffee prices are low, bonus mliona juzi ilikatika sana. Na ya mwisho, we want regulations. Na hii sio maneno ya bunge. We have passed all the laws that our farmers need in the management of commodities. We are demanding from the Ministry of Trade, lazima watoe kitu inaitwa guaranteed minimum returns. It is only the coffee and tea farmers who go to plow their shambas, wanapanda majani chai na kahawa, na hawajui wanapanda watauza pesa gapi. This kind of slavery, and especially that comes through extractive institutions like KTDA the way it is, and KPCU the way it was, ndio inaweka our farmers in a cycle of poverty that is not ending. So we need immediate reforms of KTDA. Waache sasa kupea wakulima wetu tu story. We need reforms where farmers are well represented, and especially on the basis of one man one vote. Kwa sababu ile iko saa hii ni kama uko na majani chai eka 1000, hawa wengine wote wanakuja kuwazidikisha, because voting is based on kilos. So we want a representative kind of KTDA yenye inachukua mkulima ambaye ako chini sana, and they must start taking them seriously.
We must also start now interrogating why we are where we are. Our president means very well. He means very well for our coffee and tea farmers. But we are sorry the people he has entrusted with the responsibility of turning this industry around are sleeping on the job, simply because they have the wrong approach. Since Peter Munya was given the responsibility of marketing tea and coffee, he has never stepped into a coffee factory or a tea factory to dialogue with the farmers and find out what their issues are. These people just sit here in Nairobi, in big hotels, eating samosas and small mandazis, and purport to know what ails the industry, the subsector. They wouldn't know. The only way you can know what is ailing the tea industry is going there to Kagochi Tea Factory and engaging the tea farmers themselves. You must go to the coffee factories and talk to the farmers. They appoint task forces of technocrats, people who have basically no idea what this thing is all about. They make reports, they discuss them here day in, day out, nothing comes out of it. We have seen attendance where there are so many meetings taking place every week in Harambee House. Meetings after meetings, nothing comes out of these meetings. And these cabinet secretaries have really let Uhuru Kenyatta and all of us down. And it's about the time the president cracked the whip and asked these cabinet secretaries to leave the comfort of their offices and go and meet the tea and coffee farmers and dialogue with them, discuss with them, understand what is the problem.
The president is on record as having told his cabinet ministers to go and tanga in the villages and in the rural areas and find out what is happening out there, rather than sitting in Nairobi and having tea and coffee and chase cars and giving press statements. We, as representatives of the people, as has been echoed here by my colleagues, we are not going to take this lying down because we are the ones who deal with the common mwananchi day in, day out. When the farmer suffers, the member of parliament suffers because that means there is more need for Harambe, there is more need for medical care, there is more need for the presence of the member of parliament to supplement the bursary that we give out. It touches down on everybody. So I think we want to call on the minister responsible, especially tea. The consumers are increasing. How is it then that the price of tea and coffee is going down?
The farmers are not a happy lot. The reason is they cannot afford to pay their bills by the payout because already they had acquired loans to pay school fees and to foot other bills. I believe by now the government is aware that farmers in Kirinyaga County, in Embu County, and in many other places, farmers are now uprooting tea crops. And this is a very sad state. And what we are telling the government is that we do not want the tea farmers, the coffee farmers, to go the sugarcane farmers' way. Let the government act now so that we can save this industry, so that we can help our farmers. We are living at a very difficult time when a bottle of water goes at a price of 50 shillings, while a liter of milk that comes from cows that have eaten a lot of dairy meal and other things, going at a price of 27 shillings. This is a difficult time and we call on the government to act and save our farmers.
We want these cartels in KTDA to be stopped in their tracks. KTDA has become a center where cartels meet and they raid everything and deal with the farmers ruthlessly, and the farmer is really becoming a pauper in all these vicious circles. Right now, we have around 11 brokers that are dealing with tea in KTDA. And what we want is a scenario, if all this continues, we are demanding that all these brokers are cleared and the farmers appoint their self-appointed agent to be dealing with their tea.
And it's true, our farmers are really, really suffering. I would like to talk as a person from the Committee of Trade. As a committee, we've tried to call Munya to appear in our committee to come and explain to us exactly what is happening. And we've called him more than 5 times, and he has refused to come. So what we are saying here, we are not going to allow our farmers to continue suffering. We are going to fight up to the bitter or sweeter end. There is no way you can go down there and start talking to a person who is angry and hungry. Now, this one, we are not going to allow this one to continue. And just the other day, I raised a question in the parliament so that Munya now can be summoned through the speaker, at least to see whether he agreed to come and tell us exactly what is happening. If you look at our economy, we are doing very badly. If you look at the business community, it's still under trade. And as Mheshimiwa has said, Mheshimiwa Rigathi Gachagua, it is true, Munya has never appeared on the ground to hear and listen to the farmers and know exactly what is happening. So what we are saying here, this one, we are not going to take it for granted, and we are not going to allow cartels to continue eating our coffee and tea farmers. Thank you.
We are sending a message to government. Once we have the Coffee and Tea Parliamentary Association up and running, please disband all the task forces. We will be the task forces. We will be the one to engage with the executive. We are the lawmakers. If there is somewhere within the law that we need to amend, it is still, we don't need the permission of government to change the law. So all those task forces which Honorable Gachagua was talking about, which are having, I don't know which size of mandazi, yeah? They are not producing anything, year in, year out. These are normal seminarians who are in seminars all the time for 3 years. The other day within budget, and we have got members like myself and Honorable Florence here who are in the budget committee, we gave 3 billion for the coffee cherry. Until today, and we have finished 1 quarter, we have finished 25% of the budget cycle. Nobody has come to us with the framework of how these 3 billion shillings. And it's not a surprise, by June, this money now will go again to Treasury, because we are very long on promise and very short on delivery. So, but at the same time, I want to appeal to tea farmers that these members who are here, we are capable. This is not insurmountable. It's not beyond our control. We are going to manage it, and we are going to do what is good for the people who elected us. So I want to ask them to keep the faith. Do not uproot your tea. The problems are major but not insurmountable. And as your leaders, we are going to deal with them. If you see smoke, there is fire. Thank you.